Hello students, welcome back to Madhvi's Java programming tutorials. In this video, I'll discuss compile time polymorphism, that is method and constructor overloading. Let's say the contents: introduction, polymorphism, method overloading, operator plus overloading, programs related to these two topics, constructor overloading, and a Java program. Let's start. Polymorphism is one of the OOPS principles, and Java follows polymorphism, being an object oriented language. Now, the polymorphism is implemented with the help of method or constructor overloading and method or constructor overriding. Constructor being a special method. Whenever I say in this video method, I mean both constructor as well as method. Now let's see polymorphism. It is of two types: compile time, runtime. Compile time is also known as early binding, static binding, or overloading. And runtime is late binding, dynamic binding, or overriding. Now, method and constructor overloading or built-in plus operator overloading is done at the compile time. But overriding is used in inheritance concept. So I'll discuss runtime overriding in the later video. Now, method overloading. According to the overloading concept, multiple functions can have the same name, but there is a condition. There should be a change in signature. What is signature? The header of the method, that is first line of the method, is known as signature of the method or prototype of the method. Now, change in signature means change in either number of parameters, data type of parameters, or order of parameters. What are they? Number, data type, or order. Now, the methods with the same name behave differently in different situations in the polymorphism concept. For example, class addition has three methods. All of them have add as their name. Now, void add, return type is there, so not a constructor. Now, first add method has two integer parameters, second int and float. So, although the number of parameters are same, data types are different. In the third one, data types are similar to the second one, but order has been changed. In the second one, int A, float B, whereas in the third one, float A, int B. So this is okay with the Java compiler because signature change is there. Now, void main, since these three methods are instance methods, so we need to create an object. So A1 object is created. Calling the methods a1.add 3, 4 at the compile time only, the method call will be pointed towards the first method because the first method is receiving two integer parameters. But the second statement in main, that is a1.add 3.5f, that is float number followed by int number. So float followed by int, that is static binding, early binding, or compile time, it points at the second method, almost executes in the compile time only. All the calls will be pointed. Now a1.add 4, 5.5 f. So this one calls the second method, that is for integer and float number, second method. This kind of early binding happens during compilation time only. Now, operator plus overloading. User defined operator overloading is not possible in Java. But in C++ language, objects can be added, subtracted with the help of user defined methods such as operator plus, operator minus. So users or the programmers write programs using operator keyword then plus. Then this plus can be applied on objects. For example, time object is there. Time has hours and minutes. So two time objects, if they want to add, if they write a program, so T1 plus T2 objects can be added just like primitive data types. But in Java, that facility is not there for the programmers. But built-in operator, that is plus, is overloaded in such a way. Strings and numbers joins or concatenates. Numbers means integers or floating point numbers. And plus operator with integers only or floating, integers plus floating adds. So strings and numbers, joins or concatenates, integers and floating point numbers adds. This is what is operator overloading available in Java. Let's see a Java program. Let's see the contents of addition program. The first add method has two integers. See, either number of parameters, order, or data type of parameters should be changed. Two integers. In the second method, three integers. In the third method, int and float combination, float and int combination, double int combination, int double combination. We can write n number of methods, permutations, and combinations. See, 8 methods I have written. But still, there are some methods left. For example, double and double data type variables are not added. Float and float. So, when we create programs as a programmer and we give the clients, we will tell them, okay, these are all the features available. So we write some of the methods, not all of them, but we tell them, okay, we will teach them how to use our own program. Now, in the main method, the static binding or early binding happens at compile time only. Look at this, a1 dot add 3 comma 4. So compiler looks for a add method which receives two integers. Where are they? In the first add method, two integers. So the link happens over there. Now early binding. The second one, a1 dot add float and double. So is there anything? Yes, float and double is the eighth method. So early binding happens over here during compilation time. So when we execute this program, I haven't added anything, but for your understanding, I have written in first method, in second method, in third method, like that. According to that, it should display in one first method and in the eighth method. Okay, control K and execute addition program, void main, and it is displaying in one and in eighth method. These are all instance methods. That's why we have created an object. Had they been static methods, the same program, but I have added static everywhere. In that case, how do we call them? Just with the method name in the same class. No need of creating an object, which we know already. So just calling add and sending the parameters. This is static methods. Now, how to call them in some other class in the same package? See, addition 1 has all static methods like math class. So class name followed by method name. Addition 1 dot add. and call the method. Addition1 dot add and pass the parameters. Had it been we want to call addition, so this has all instance methods, so we need to create an instance and call a1, the object followed by the method name. Again, a1 dot add. This is how we call the methods. Okay, let's go back to operator overloading, and then we'll come back to area method, practice method overloading. Now, operator overloading plus operator overloading. Look at this, string x is equal to Java lessons plus 38. 38 is a number. This Java lessons is a string. So plus operator joins only. What does it do? Joins. Whereas int a equals to 4 plus 5. Both of them are integers. We can take variables also. For example, here I can say number is equal to 38, and here I say integer number 38. Then also it sees the data type. So number is of integers, so joins. Here it adds. So when I say print x, what does it print? Java lessons 38. And a will be 9 because plus integers adds, strings concatenates. The second example, the same plus operator is used in system.out.println and behaves the similar way. If both of the arguments are integers, C is 10, D is 40. Immediately, what does it do? It adds. So 10 plus 40 is 50. And x plus 2 plus d. This operator strings are there. X is what? Java lessons 38 to d is 40. So Java lessons 38 to 40, it is joining. So in system.out.println also, or otherwise also when we are storing in variables, plus operator behaves in two ways. So it is operator overloading. When we execute this, it will display Java lessons 38 first of all, then 9, then 50, then Java lessons 38 to 40. Let's execute the program and see. Main. So Java lessons 38, 9, 50, Java lessons 38 to 40. So this is about operator overloading. Let's see a program to understand method overloading in a better way. Look at this program. Area of square, area of rectangle, area of circle. Using function overloading or method overloading concept. As a programmer, you are free to use any tool, whether you use overloading concept or not, it's okay. But while practicing, the questions will be given like this so that you practice more and more questions and understand. Now look at the area of square which requires side. Side multiplied by side, the formula. Area of rectangle, L into B, and circle pi r square. So side multiplied by side, if I know one side, I can do that. So one parameter here, here two parameters in rectangle, third one circle, pi r square, pi 3.14. R if I know, I can do r square. So in the first method also one parameter, in the last method also one parameter. Here is a problem. So the programmer should be a little bit careful. Now, I've taken a variable, common variable, member variable, which I am using in two places. Int a, I don't have to declare two times here. Now, side is been accepted for the first area method. Why? Function overloading. Second area method. Third area method. Fine. Now, int s, a is equal to, that area is equal to s multiplied by s. Then printing area square is a. Now, L into B, there is no problem. Why? Because here one parameter, second two parameters. Fine. Area is the method name. L multiplied by B and printing area. But if I take here int R, control K, immediately it gives an error. Although the variable name is different, because the first method and the third method exactly same. So we need to take another data type here. Otherwise, it won't allow us to use function overloading concept here. Now, double A is equal to 3.14 into multiplied by R and multiplied by R. In that case, double. Why? Because 3.14. I cannot use the common variable here. Now, main function, static binding happens. All three are instance methods. So a1 dot area 4, it binds with the first method. a1 dot area 4.5 binds with the third method. And I can call all of the methods or some of the methods one and the same. So this particular point one needs to understand, even if the variable name is different, still it does not accept int as a parameter. Signature change means data type, number of variables or order should be changed. Now here I'll show you a practice exercise. Please do that so that you understand function overloading very nicely. In this practice exercise, we have 4 questions. Call the methods in main method after creating the class. First 2 questions using object, that means they should be instance methods, all 6 methods. And last 2 programs with static methods. So these programs here, 3 volume of cube, cuboid, cylinder. Formulas are given already. And you know that function overloading means same name should be given, whether they told us or not. Function overloading here, volume, volume, volume. Create class called volume. Sometimes they give us, sometimes they don't give us. As a programmer, we can give any name. But if they specify name should be so and so, we need to follow the rules. As a student, you have to follow the rules. Now, these are the 4. Please do the practice. Let's see constructor overloading. Class time is there, hours, minutes, and seconds. These are the 3 instance variables. Now, public time, same name as class, no void or any other return type, and public method. So this is a constructor. And one default constructor, one parameterized constructor. So more than one method of constructors. So constructor overloading. In the first public time, hours is equal to minutes is equal to seconds is equal to 0. Default constructor. But public time, receiving hours as a parameter from the user and assigning h to hours, that is instance variable. Now rest of them, min, seconds equals to 0. As I told you already, all the instance variables should be initialized by the programmer in the constructors. Now look at this public static void main. Time t1, we are creating an object. T1 is equal to new time. Calling which particular constructor? Default constructor. Now time t1 is equal to new time 4 means it is calling the second constructor, that is parameterized constructor. We can have more constructors also. Let's see a program. Look at the contents of time class. Three instance variables, hours, minutes, and seconds. Time is a default constructor which is assigning 0 to all the instance variables. Now main method is creating an object. Time t1 is equal to new time. t1 dot print time is, excuse me, hrs sec means 000 will be printed. Okay, now we can have more. So control c, control v, and remove this default constructor from here, and it does not allow me to create the same type of one, but I am accepting h here and storing h and semicolon. So this particular constructor is reading one parameter. Then it's okay. Control K does not give any errors. Now, if I control C again and create another one, but this time int M, and min is equal to M and seconds is equal to 0. This is also okay. Or the last part, that is all three we accept and initialize seconds also with S, control K. These many constructors we can have, which is known as constructor overloading. Refer chapters 3 and 4 of Essentials of Computer Applications for further understanding and practice exercises. The next video will create so many practice programs with method and constructor calling. Thank you.